I shouldn't get in the middle of this because this is between Jake and he, but I find this so funny, so I'm gonna watch it anyway. This guy is a chud, a libertarian, and a person who doesn't know how clocks work. He did a thing a while back where you see how he has these clocks in his background. You can see him a little better in the forefront, the most recent one. But like, did he fix them yet? Let me look. He thinks that time zones go by half an hour intervals and not an hour. There are some places on the planet where it's half an hour, but most of them aren't. So he had like all these clocks, almost all of them set to the wrong time. And then when Jake corrected him, he was like, Google how time zones work, bro. And then he Googled how time zones works and he realized he was wrong. It was hilarious. So let's see how this goes, I guess. That's always good. I like a stream to start with just silence then. That's always a good noise.
Okay, welcome to the actual Jake the Boring Corn Cob cast.
Is that the best he's got? Actual Jake, the Boring Corn Cob. Got him! The Boring Corn Cob. That's not even a pun. It's not even a pun. That's sad.
I gotta be right back. I forgot a beer. I'll be right back.
Why does he always do this? Skip ahead to when he gets back. Oh my god, how long does it take?
Okay, so this is actual Jake's latest video to me.
Cascadia 93, gotta get more Coors.
The first 20 minutes of it or so are him just obsessing over my clocks.
Because they're wrong! Ah!
Which is like, dude, you're more obsessed with the clocks than I am.
I apparently, is obsession the same thing as recognizing that your clocks are wrong? What's the point of the clock if it's set wrong? Is it like some sort of postmodern art piece you're attempting? Ooh, yes, I am, doing a study on, the purpose of objects when their purpose becomes, misused. I somehow doubt it. It's just hilarious that you act like you know everything, but you don't even know a basic fact, like how time zones work. And it's so weird to me, too, because, like, if I'm setting a bunch of clocks, even I wouldn't try and be like, okay, well, it's 5:17 here right now, which is the actual time where I am. And I'm setting a clock for London, and that's +5 or +6. I don't remember, or negative. I don't know. Again, I don't know. You know what I do when I'm setting a clock? If I was setting it for a different time zone, I would Google time in London, and I would set the clock, and I'd do the same for every other clock. It's just so weird that you apparently had the confidence to do the time zone, like, exchange yourself, but you don't even know how time zones work in most places. It's wild. Don't you know it's manly to be wrong and confident that you're right? Apparently. Hannah really wants Lord of Patriarchy to react to her. Oh, I don't really care either way. If you wanted to, it'd be pretty funny, but...
Okay, I bought these from Walmart for like $3 each.
Yeah, and you set them wrong. It's not about the fact that the clocks exist. It's fine. You're gonna set dress the way you want to do. It's the fact that you set them all wrong. Do you not understand why people are so, like, obsessed with the clock thing? Because that's why.
I have to actually replace some of them because they're broken, because they're pieces of shit from Walmart.
Devious Chillster with 25 bits. My favorite bit is that all he has to do to save face is just admit he didn't actually give a damn, and then everyone would accept. Right! No one cares if you make a mistake. Like, I've done dumb stuff like that, too. All you'd have to be is like, oh, yeah, I did set those wrong. I wasn't thinking about it. That was dumb. Whoops. And then no one... It might get mentioned occasionally, but that's it. Like, people get over it. It's the fact that you're like, no, I'm right. I know what the time zones are. That's what gets to people.
They are props. Okay, I'm not running a fucking logistics company. Why are...
Do you need to run a logistics company in order to set your clocks correctly? Because it's not like you set them randomly. You set them to what you thought were the correct times.
Are you so obsessed with my clocks?
Because it's illustrative of how stupid you are. And how willing to die on a hill of wrongness you are. And it's very, very funny.
I don't care if they're accurate or not.
That's what he's going with. It sure seemed like it, because when you got called on it the first time, you went and Googled time zones to prove yourself right, and in doing so, you proved yourself wrong. So, this seems like a further retreat to be like, haha, I got all of you. I was only pretending to be incredibly stupid. Andrew Dickerson, I'm pretty sure he either put the clocks at random times or just put them up with the same times as they were set when he bought them. They weren't, though. They definitely weren't. Because, like, they're set to different time zones, or what he thought were. There's labels under them for, like, New York, London, whatever. And they were set. Some of them are dead now, apparently, but, like, many of them were set correctly in the sense that it was, like, the same as each other in terms of, like, minute hand, but they weren't correct in the way that, like, they were correct based on actual, like, Greenwich Mean Time relative to other locations on the world. Does that make sense?
Like, seriously, I don't give a shit. Oh, and then he acts shocked that I make the joke about looking like the creepy guy with the rape van. Oh my god, self-deprecating humor.
Devious Chills 25 bits, no Lord of Clocks. You can't do the excuse after like 4 times of defending how wrong they are now. His brain is so smooth and full of hot air, I'm certain it'd count as a non-stick pan. That's good.
The hallmark of the leftist. Like, seriously, they can't handle self-deprecating humor.
What? Jake has done self-deprecating humor plenty of times, as do I. That's a weird falsehood to try and spread. Did you not see the other day when I made fun of you and I showed my 7 head? No? Okay.
Because the reason is they take themselves way too seriously. Anyway.
Yes, as we can see from Jake here, in his professional corn suit, clearly, leftists, we take ourselves too seriously.
Let's see if I even care.
Let's see. You spend... How much of this video do you spend talking about Jake? You spend an hour and a half. Methinks you care. He dresses in a corn suit, yeah. But it's a serious corn suit, guys. That's Jake's business suit. That's just the truth, okay? When Jake pops on that corn suit, that's his power suit. That's his Hillary Clinton in like a sharp blazer. That's his power suit. And how dare you make fun of it, okay?
Yeah. They can be off by half an hour, dude.
Yeah, oh, you fucking... Come on, dude. Come on, man. Don't... You don't pretend that isn't an L, dude. You cannot pretend that's not an L. You...
Okay, I'll tell you what. In the spirit of YouTube, sportsman video, whatever, fine, I took an L on the fucking clocks like I get...
Oh, good. He admitted it. He's doing it sarcastically, but I'll take that.
Give a rat's ass. Yeah, I'll be crying into my beer over that.
There's nothing funny
You
about
just have to take it and be like, I didn't fucking know that. Oh well, who gives a shit? It's lit.
Maya is bored, says, I work at a museum. Corn suits are mandatory for us. It's a very serious place, of course. Obviously. Cascadia 93 with 25 bits. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Ended the clocks. I set them up. I Googled time zones. That's what they showed.
No, but that's not the case, bud. That's not what happened. Why are you mischaracterizing this? You had the clocks set to completely wrong times that were offset by a half an hour. I don't know about the hour hand. I didn't look at that. But the minute hand was off in many cases by at least a half an hour, because for some reason you seem to be under the belief that time zones go by half-hour increments. In some places they do, but it's quite rare. Most time zone differences are an hour apart. And if you had just Googled when you set the clocks, London time zone, or London time, you could have done that, but it seems like you set one, and then you're like, well, I'll just offset by half an hour each other one, because they're like time zone after time zone. And you were wrong, and that's fine. That's fine. It's fine to be wrong. Just say, I set the clocks wrong. That's all. That's why you're being made fun of, because you're dying on this hill, and it's a very stupid hill to die on.
I don't fucking care.
Literally pointless. It's literally pointless. It was something dumb that I cared about that you could have just been
for
like,
some reason,
I don't know.
There are only like 2 places where the time zone is offset by half an hour, though. Yeah, let's see where they are. Time zones off by half hour. Let me see which ones. Newfoundland, Iran, India, Afghanistan, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, the Marquesas, as well as parts of Australia use half-hour deviations. So, most places in the world do not, but there is a short list that do. But everything else goes by an hour. Everything else goes by an hour.
I put them up. I didn't look at it. Who gives a shit? Like, you fucking... Who gives a... Instead, he's like, he really genuinely cares that the clocks work. It's amazing. Oh, Arc Zeno, thanks for gifting one to Illin Villain. Oh my god, dude. Oh.
Turks.
Okay.
Get rated.
We're excited.
First up is the Queen Bee herself,
I don't know Young Turks very much.
Anna Kasparian.
Ah, I know her.
She is kind of tough to judge, what with all the fucking plastic surgery she's had.
Oh. His basement is cosplaying as an airport. I had a few drinks, but you to say that Papa Bird Jake is best friend. Hey, thanks, Cupcake. Appreciate you. She has
But
plastic
I'll
surgery.
go New York Strip, and 5 beers if she keeps her mouth shut. I'm going to need 25 if she talks.
What's the New York Strip part? Like, is that the dinner that she has to pay for?
No, that's the cut of meat that I put her hotness next to. Oh, we can see the salt in the offense horizon.
I've seen salty Jake. Jake is not salty at this moment.
We found out later what it is, but this is just fucking amazing.
The fact that I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck. That's why I made an hour-and-a-half response to your response to my video. That makes sense.
Pretty okay. I feel like I need to breathe. I feel like I need...
I hate... One of my pet peeves is when people say they don't care. It's a pet peeve when people are doing, like, this kind of thing for a hobby or for a living or whatever. If it's something you do regularly and you're like, I don't care, though. I don't care. It's like a way to disassociate yourself from what you're currently doing. Bud, I would never say I don't care. I just wouldn't, because I would look like an idiot for saying so. If I spend an hour or 30 minutes or even 10 minutes watching your video and trying to either refute things you're saying or just straight up making fun of you, whatever it happens to be, I clearly care. Like, there was the same thing when I covered Jeremy. I would never be like, oh, Jeremy made another video, I don't care. I care deeply. I'm Jeremy's biggest fan. I wouldn't watch these things if I didn't care at all. Devious Chilster with 25 bits. If anything, Jake is getting buttered for the smackdown of some toasted wheat. Maya is bored. What kind of meta thing is this? You watch a reaction to a reaction to a reaction? I after this, I don't think I'm gonna do another one of these. Specifically because, A, I'm sure Jake wants to go back and forth on this, and that's hilarious. But this guy just annoys me. I'll probably cover other things from this guy, but this is the last time I'll cover the him covering him, covering him, covering him, covering him, covering him, covered by me. Because it gets confusing, and it's also just ridiculous.
Oxygen tank. Holy shit. Anna is pretty, though. Yeah, that's the New York Strip. It's a good cut of meat, I guess. He thinks she's a...
It's okay. But Anna ain't that fucking pretty. Okay? This is a professionally done photo.
See, okay, and here's the thing, too. Lord of Patriarchy claims multiple times in one of his videos, like, Jake thought I was being serious. What a moron. And then here he is, defending what he said, because clearly it isn't a joke. Jokes aren't just when you say offensive things. As much as certain chuds seem to think so, just saying something that you actually believe that is offensive isn't a joke. That's not what jokes are. You don't get to, in this window down here, say, haha, you're so stupid, corn man. You have taken me seriously. And then down in this video, going, oh, but actually, let me defend what I said because I actually truly believe this. Do you see the contradiction?
Have you seen her on the Young Turks lately?
Good cut of meat. And this is how many drinks he has to have to be attracted to Anna Kasparian.
Jake pulls up your pics in this one. Oh, God.
Well, if she keeps her mouth shut.
How far in does he do it, though? Because, like, I'm not watching this whole hour and a half thing. No way. We'd be here all night. So I might not even see that part.
Don't you do it! Don't you do it!
Do what? Have mercy, Papa. I almost died.
If it does come up, I can also skip it if you'd like, that specific section.
Jesus Christ.
Because I'm sure that's very annoying.
Now you're being a bad male feminist ally!
Wait, what? How is this? How is being a bad... Does he think that being a feminist means you have to think that everyone is attractive? Like,
Basically, yeah, you're the idiots that have to go, oh, every woman's beautiful, even if she's the 600-pound slob known as Tess Holliday.
What? Since when is that a leftist position? It's a pretty left position, and I think a progressive position to be like, hey, we shouldn't outwardly insult people based on their looks, but I'm not saying you literally need to say to every person, I just think you're the most beautiful thing ever. You're going to be attracted to certain people, and you're going to be not attracted to other people, and that's perfectly fine. But making, like, a YouTube video series where you're putting up pictures of people, whether they're men or women, for that matter, and saying, this is the cut of meat that I think stands in for who they are as a human being in terms of attractiveness, and how much alcohol you think you need to drink in order to sleep with them, which is hilarious coming from you. I'm just going to put that out there. This guy, can I just put a piece of advice for Lord of Patriarchy, okay? Lord of Patriarchy, I get it. I also have 5-head struggles. I understand. Have you guys seen how giant my forehead is? It's humongous. I have the benefit where I can do bangs, right? They're not great right now, but like, if I actually took the time and did my hair, I can have bangs, and it covers it, and that's nice. It doesn't seem like that's an option for Lord of Cringe. Fine. What you should do then, bud, is probably commit to the bald. Just shave it all off. I think it would be a better look. This is just a personal opinion, and you can take it or leave it. But you know what I'm not doing? I'm not going to compare you to a slab of meat. Because I'm a leftist. Apparently we have to think everyone is beautiful. So you're beautiful, Lord of Patriarchy. But you'd be more beautiful if you were completely bald.
There's nothing funny about the
Stellar Sea Cow, would you like to donate some of your 5 head? I'm out here with 2 head, and it's a different struggle. He's got the Hulk Hogan mullet. Yeah. That doesn't work on
There's
most
nothing
people.
funny about the tools of
Have something that's
capitalism.
actually beautiful. What is... Oh, God. Hold on. Let me switch off the camera, because I have no idea what these links are going to be. Oh, it's a kitty. It's a kitty. Good. That
There's
is a
nothing
cute
funny
kitty.
about the tools of capitalism.
Devious Chillster with 50 bits. Dude would actually look much better bald and without a beard. He could probably pull off a bear, okay, as long as he, like, improves his personality to the point that he's literally an entirely different person. Yeah. Yeah. I'll show you guys the kitty in a sec. Daddy Sume sent me these kitty pictures. Kitty! Kitty.
Every woman is attractive. What?
Dude, you're the one who spent an hour on me.
Fucking number.
And you spent an hour and a half on him. If that's how we're gonna judge how much one cares about something, I guess you care more. By half an hour. That's 50% more.
I mean, fellas, is it gay? Is it gay to look at a lady and go, you know what? That there's a lady? Like, what's wrong? Are we upset?
And you certainly shit. And you certainly can't grade them on looks. Oh no, and you certainly can't compare them to pieces of meat.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. Like, unironically, again, no one's telling you you can't find certain people attractive and other people unattractive. That's part of being a human. Like, you look at certain people and you're like, I am attracted to that person, or you get to know that person and you're like, I am attracted to that person because of their looks and their personality, or one or the other, or whatever. You can also, on the other hand, go, I am not attracted to that person for one reason or another. There could even be people out there that you think are gross. That's perfectly within your power. The problem is when that thought in your head swirls around for a while, and then it comes out of your mouth, and you go, I think this person is disgusting, and if I wanted to put my pee-pee in her, I would need this many beers. That's where it becomes an issue. The part where it goes from a thought in your head, which you're perfectly fine and able to have, to let me publicly shame this person on the internet for laughs, that's the difference.
Dumbass.
Got him.
Alright.
Said he was a dumbass. There's no coming back from that. That's the height of intellectual superiority.
Close enough.
Are we upset? What's wrong with Anna Kasparian?
Yeah, but put her next to Taylor Swift.
What? Dave! Your options are not Anna Kasparian or Taylor Swift.
Oh my god! I think this guy seems to think that I'm sitting there going, yeah, tonight I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna have me a burger, and somehow I'm gonna have my choice between Taylor Swift and Anna.
Right, but like, you get that it's more pathetic that that's not something that's gonna happen, right? Like, he's laughing at the ridiculousness of the situation. The fact that you're sitting in your room getting drunk next to clocks that are set wrong, and you're rating women on slabs of meat, women that you're never going to meet, much less women that wouldn't find you repulsive, is kind of hilariously depressing. Like, it's not funny, because it's not a joke, it's just your genuine opinions that happen to be disgusting. And, oh god, I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say? Shit. It's pathetic. God damn it. I lost my train of thought.
Anna Kasparian, all while not leaving the confines of Minnesota.
Yeah, that's sadder. That's very, very sad that you feel the need. Oh, I was going to say something along the lines of, there's a compounding issue on this. Something along the lines of, those in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. You know what I mean? Like, and that's not even a good example. Those in glass houses shouldn't throw stones at even normal houses, because let's be honest, your house is a lot more vulnerable than the other house. That's how I would put it. He is rating what I would say, in my opinion, and again, I'm not, you know what? No, I'm not going to say my opinion because it's not relevant. He's taking time out of his day to literally make a video that he said took at least an hour to make, which is fine, but it's just weird. Rating women that he finds unattractive and saying it would take so many beers for him to sleep with this woman. Women that by general social standards are much more attractive than himself. Like, at minimum, the women he's talking to aren't obese. And I say this as a fatty. So take that with, like, whatever you have to say. Like, dude, you come off as incredibly pathetic when you try and rate people who, by society standards at least, are more attractive than yourself. It would be pathetic if you were just as attractive or more attractive, but it's even sadder the way it is now. There's no amount of trying to play it off as a joke that makes it not pathetic. And I don't think you get that.
But if I put a poll, who's hotter, Anna Kasparian or Taylor Swift is gonna win that motherfucker.
And it's weird that you're even having that conversation. Like, why does anyone care what you think?
Like, oh my god. Comedy dies on the left.
Again, just saying offensive things that you think isn't a joke.
Thoughts on Trump having COVID? Can we just have the space ants come and enslave humanity already? Please?
That's right, capitalistic propaganda.
Or can the simulation reset? Please? He'll
Captain
most
Zio,
likely
thank
be
you for following.
fine. If Joe Biden gets it, he'll blame it on Trump.
I mean, if Joe Biden gets it, he probably would have gotten it from Trump at the debate. But, like, do you?
I don't believe the conspiracy theory that he did this to get out of a debate with Biden. I don't believe that for a second. He'll be fine. I mean, he is 70... I think he's 74. And he is overweight, which are morbidities, but he's got, like, the CIA super drugs, for Christ's sakes, that, like, stop death itself in its tracks.
No, that doesn't exist for COVID. Sorry to break it to you, bud.
Little Hassan in there for you if you need it. Real question is this: you know why people have multiple clocks? Did some of them die and you just didn't reset them? Did you not know what to set them to? Did he get trolled? I have so many questions. I don't know. He's got a lot of things going on anyway. So apparently this guy, who has a lot of sexual options in real life, this fella has tons of sexual options, okay?
There's nothing funny about the
He was
tools
like,
of
if Anna
capitalism.
Kasparian hits on me, I'm not even going to try. 5 beers minimum, and you're paying. Okay.
Well, yeah, especially if she talks about
The Stellar Sea Cow, that only exists for Dick Cheney, but he is also Satan, so...
politics.
Alrighty.
Next up, we have Ada Rodriguez.
Okay.
Oh boy. I'm gonna go Eye of Round, and
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Devious Chillster, okay, even if they did exist, the fact that they exist would mean the government knows how bad it is and developed super drugs for it, which puts Trump squarely at the fault of... Sorry, the thing scrolled. Which puts Trump squarely at the fault, you mirror-brained numpty. Yikes. Mitchell Drummer with 10 bits. Did you guys ever notice that Jake sounds like Ben Shapiro whenever he's on 1.5 times speed? That's just what Ben Shapiro sounds like. He sounds like someone speaking at fast speed. He speaks really fast to hide the fact that his, like, commentary is awful and his reasoning is specious most of the time.
For beers. Jake, I can't. I'm going to stab him with a
God.
knife and let the cores and grease flow out in Minecraft. So it's the cut of beef. That's weird. This is interesting. I already forgot her name. Ada Rodriguez? There we go. I did it.
I'd like to point out, the reason I think I'm going to stop responding to him is one, he's boring, but two, it's like right now.
Yeah, that's why he has... Let's do a quick check. Let's see. Actual Jake. Twitch. You'd say many things about Jake. I would say positive things because I'm Jake's friend. What do you know? I'm biased. But Jake has 10,000 followers on Twitch, which for Twitch is like pretty friggin' good. His things have thousands of views. He skids. Jake is many things. Jake is not boring. Okay?
Now, I am responding to his response, to my response, to his response of my video grading. I mean, Jesus Christ, we're getting a little meta here. We're getting a little Inception-y here. Should it be illegal to sell any energy drinks to anyone under the age of 18? I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But, I mean, if it's like some super high, like, maximum legal amount of caffeine, then okay, maybe we can put some restrictions on it.
Ada Rodriguez.
I don't young Turks.
I'm getting a lot of different people here. I get to this.
Oh my god.
There we go. Okay. Look, I don't know. Look. A little bit older than me, it seems. But I mean, if you're into bazongas, I think you've made the right choice here. If you're into bazongas, you could do worse. Just tossing that out there. That's not a bad look at all. I don't know these. I don't watch the Young Turks. This is the first time for me.
Alright, that's a little mean, but I'm gonna read it anyway. This dude's chat hasn't scrolled yet, and he's calling Jake boring. No kidding.
I don't know. Again,
How long has this guy been doing stuff? He has 8.41 thousand subscribers or something. 8.42. I'm curious why he's streaming like on YouTube and not on Twitch. Does he also have a Twitch channel? Okay, I'm just gonna go to the top and do oldest first. 2 years ago. So his videos in 2 years, he's gotten 8.42 thousand subscribers. And his live streams are getting so few views that where's the video? I lost it already. 11 minutes into the video, this is how many chats he has. And a lot of them are just the same person. That's pretty sad.
and I feel like this guy shouldn't be.
Okay, so I had a bunch of his fans pop up.
You did? Right in here?
He does
What
have a
effect?
Twitch.
No,
Lord of Patriarchy on Twitch. Wow, wowie, wow. 47 followers. You're nailing it, Lord of Patriarchy. Wow, I have more followers on Twitch than you. That's a little depressing.
my video.
No, I don't see. Well, maybe he'll show us. Maybe
This
he'll
guy
show
at
us.
this point should be like at any point in the storm.
I'd like to point out that he's doing the "they're a piece of meat" thing, ironically, which is still pretty misogynistic. I mean, he knows he's misogynistic. I don't have to.
See, I don't even know if I agree with Jake's assessment here. Yes, Lord of Patriarchy is saying it's ironic. But in what is ironic about what he's doing? What's ironic about what he's doing here? He's just doing it and then saying, I'm doing this ironically. Like it's not ironic, right? What's ironic about rating women in a way that you think is accurate and then comparing them to a piece of meat? That's not irony just because you say it is. You need to have an actual element of irony for that to happen.
I'm not misogynistic. I love women. That's why I take the good time and trouble to grade them. You don't get the joke.
There is no joke. There has to be a joke for there to be a joke to get. Just doing a thing that is offensive is not a joke in and of itself.
Oh my god.
There's no. Yes. Yeah. We agree. We agree that he's misogynistic. It's not really.
Again, if I hated women, I wouldn't take the good time and trouble to grade them.
If you repeat that, do you think it becomes funny? No, objectifying women is clearly having no respect for them. Objectifying men in the same way, also pretty disrespectful. I'm not saying you can't appreciate how people look. I'm bisexual. There are tons of people that I look at and be like, hey, that person's attractive. But I tend to keep that to myself because I'm an adult human who doesn't feel the need to go on the internet and compare other adult people to pieces of meat. Weirdly, it requires no energy to just not do that. Daddy Sume with 10 bits. Me flashing people, ironically, is not a joke. It's just me committing a crime, you know?
No! Wait, why am I checking Twitter?
Because
Am I
you don't
checking
know what
Twitter
you're doing?
because of Singing to Death's clock wall? Why am I checking Twitter, Sarah? Is it juicy? Because I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this right here. Fix your fucking clock. Fix your clocks. Fix them. Memes.
I should get more clocks now.
If you get more, set them right this time. That'd be good.
That's actually pretty good. He's more obsessed with my clocks than he is. Dude,
You just said he's more obsessed with my clocks than he is. I assume you mean he's more obsessed with my clocks than I am. Clearly, it seems like you put negative thought into them considering they're all set wrong.
you know you can buy these exact clocks at Walmart for like $3.50 a piece.
If he did, he'd probably set them correctly and it wouldn't be an issue.
This
Jake, go buy... You have the money to do this as a joke. Go to Walmart and buy a bunch of clocks and put them on your wall and set them correctly. Please.
is, let's see, 350 or let's see, 7, 14, 28 bucks, maybe 30 with tax. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe you can get your mom to drive you to Walmart so you can pick up some fucking clocks. Don't know where you're gonna get the 30 bucks from though, but I believe in you.
Again, making fun of Jake... That out of all the avenues to make fun of, calling Jake poor, that's not a good one to do. That's gonna fall on deaf ears.
That's pretty good. That's pretty fucking good. Oh my god, dude.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry, we'll just mail
Let's go
him
back.
the clocks.
Wow, I know, we're all gonna be ripped as fuck after this. Our abs are gonna be nuts.
You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, god.
Like, water's rough out there for this fella. Picking up what I'm throwing down? Like, you gotta, you know.
I don't know.
Hey, can we give kudos, chat? In this video, he was wearing a Pac-Man shirt. And in the video responding to Jake's response, he was wearing the same Pac-Man shirt. He actually wore a new shirt in this one. So, he does own 2 shirts. Good job. It's ironic, considering I wear the same shirt a lot. So I get it, but...
If let's say Trump can't be president and it's Pence, God, this close to the election, that would probably shatter the Trump voter confidence. I don't know. I think Biden would actually... Well, it wouldn't be Biden. It'd be Harris. Let's be completely honest. God, I think... Ugh.
Next up is Emma Vigland. And
I don't care about his commentary on Trump getting the Rona.
she might want to watch her ass because, as you'll see, there's going to be a kind of a unique trait among most of the ladies no longer affiliated with TYT anyway.
Okay.
But considering she doesn't want to wear makeup for some reason, I don't know, internalized misogyny or something.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with, I give her about the same rate as Anna, New York Strip, and about 5 beers if she doesn't talk, about 25 if she talks.
Huh. It's just sad, man. Just like,
Her ramble was just a gorilla.
True Trans Soul, thanks for following. It's just like we.
You know, I knew the second I sent him this video, he'd make a video on.
Did he send me this video?
Yes, I did, over Twitter.
Am I not understand what? When did he send me this? I got it from
Oh, God. Twitter.
Just because you sent it to him doesn't mean you're the person who sent it to him and got him to actually watch it. I'd imagine Jake, like myself, gets videos relatively often in their Twitter mentions to do on stuff like Twitch. And sometimes multiple people will send the same video. That doesn't necessarily mean that you were the person that sent it to him that he noticed.
Ever. What the fuck?
We're almost done doing this, by the way. I'm sure Jake will cover this at length on his stream. So you don't need reruns, but...
being bullied? Holy shit, that's the... There it is. There it is. Whoa. Secret fetish account. Secret fetish account. It's an incredibly elaborate con. True, clever.
You're talking about fetishes and you're wearing a corncob costume.
That's almost a joke? That's almost a joke. Like, corncob outfit equals fetish. I get that there's a potential for a joke there, but I feel like you have, like, 65% of a joke, and someone else needs to construct the other 45%.
I knew it! I got this guy to devote 28 minutes of his life to a video that took me, I think, maybe an hour to make.
I'm sure Jake has already made the corn fetish joke, because that's like one of the first jokes you'd make. If you're like, I'm doing the corn theme, I have a corn suit. That's like in the first 24 hours of when you get the corn suit and you're doing it on stream, you make the corn fetish joke. Come on.
Except you don't realize that 28 minutes of my time.
And now tack on the 90 minutes you're spending, all for a video I made deliberately.
You're also doing this! You cannot criticize other people for paying attention to this when you are paying just as much attention!
I make those videos very infrequently, and I make them deliberately to piss people like you off.
I was only acting stupid. Joke's on you for thinking I'm stupid for acting stupid.
Was worth a decent amount of money.
That's true. Jake makes money doing this. Jake makes really good money doing this. What is Lord of Patriarchy's excuse? Because there's no way he's making enough for a living, right? Like, on Twitch, for instance, I have almost 3,000 Twitch followers. My streams, you know, they average between lower 100s, higher 100s in terms of views. Jake can get up to like 500 viewers, you know what I mean? Like, at minimum, you have to be pulling like viewership that I have in order to make a decent amount of money, like enough to help pay bills and stuff. What is Lord of Patriarchy doing this for, considering he isn't doing it for money? Jake literally made like 600 right after that. That sounds about right. He had 800 after the raid the other day. I did. I was watching his stream the other day. I don't remember. What did he cover? He covered Abby Shapiro singing Phantom of the Opera. He covered Lord of Patriarchy, and he covered a couple other things. That was a fun stream. I need to hang out in Jake's stream more. But yeah, the dude's like relatively popular on Politics Twitch. He makes decent money. I don't get what Lord of Patriarchy's getting out of it. You deserve more. I only started like 5 months ago. I continue to grow as a channel both on YouTube and on Twitch. I'm sure I'll continue to gain an audience, and that's fine. I should have started Twitch the same time as Jake. Honestly. That would have been nice, but I was having a lot of problems at the time. I continue to, but like it's a little better than it used to be. Especially considering I'm out and actually on hormones and stuff, which makes me feel better. Baddie Bell, wow, thank you for gifting 10 Tier 1 subs. Appreciate that. That's amazing. Thank Baddie Bell, everyone who got a sub. Woo! Maya is bored of 15 bits. Have some more money by taking my last bits. Thank you. Much appreciated. See, like, stuff like this. Jake and I make money on Twitch. Like, this, what is Lord of Patriarchy doing? Just for the love of the game? Just for the love of the weird, misogynistic rating women by meat game? Seems like a weird thing to care about, all things considered.
Nothing funny about the tools.
Malachi the Evil Wizard, more bits for Hannah. Thank you. You need to start a Twitch? Yeah, it's fun if you have stuff to say.
A golf clap for his wallet.
There's nothing
I
funny
think he understands how this fucking job works, bro. It's not a waste of my time, dude. You are a fucking... You know, what are those... Remember those... Here, I'll just show you a picture. It's just one of these. It's just one of these. Here, I'll give you a nice big... Look at that.
There's nothing funny about the tools.
It's this.
Capitalism.
It's the same experience, except I get paid to do it.
That's good.
That's not bad. It's not a bad gig.
There's nothing
How much
funny
you
about
making
the
there,
tools of
champ?
Capitalism.
Oh boy. More. It would blow your mind, bud. It would blow your mind.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
In fact, I feel
I mean,
like
and to be brutally honest, if he is making a living at streaming,
He is. He's making...
There's nothing funny about the tools of
good for
capitalism.
him. I don't care.
face. I feel like
Dr. Gamble with 20 bits. Bop the doll.
It's just, you know that channel I don't really give a shit about. I probably
There's
should
nothing funny about
these
the tools
days.
of capitalism.
But it's just, God. Oh my God.
You're gonna have to copy and paste that, not click on it. It won't work. That's one time zone worth of work. Oh fuck.
I'm in this dude's head.
We know he doesn't fuck, right? Like, we know he has this...
Like, you're the one that's constantly making videos on me. I think I've skipped at least 2 of them. I just brought it up today because
Of course you do. You don't make any money doing it.
somebody in my chat said I'd like to see your take on it. I don't even know if I'm going to get to the end of this. I haven't devoted a 90-minute video to you.
You do in this video. It goes for an hour and a half. You covering him. The irony. Palpable.
You're at either the ass end of Games and Beer, a live streaming show I
There's
do,
nothing funny about the tools
where I
of
play video
capitalism.
games for
Daddy Sume with 10 bits. Chris Christie positive for COVID. Keep the streak going, entire Trump cabinet.
3 hours or 2
I think that wasn't that confirmed earlier today. That's not new, but yeah.
hours or whatever the fuck. And then I watch videos at the end of it. You're at the ass end of that.
Just putting this out there. Often during streams, you'll put the headlining video at the end. I don't because I'm bad at this. But often if you're like let's say if I were smart, let's say, my the quartering videos are some pretty high view videos. Like people like watching people make fun of the quartering because he's ridiculous. So like this video is titled something about the quartering. If I were smart, instead of doing the quartering first, I would put the quartering at the very end so people watch through the whole stream and don't just leave the second I'm done dunking on Jeremy. So the fact that you're putting Jake at the end doesn't necessarily mean that he's not the draw for people to watch what you're doing. Devious Chilster, Jake makes at the very least enough money to get enough of an education to learn how to set clocks, right? Public kindergarten education is free. Dr. Gamble with 10 bits, yeah, but he doesn't get paid for the 90 minutes, so it's a waste of time. Yeah.
This is the first time I dedicated anything to you, and it ain't even a video.
Experienced human touch in some time, and maybe that's flavoring this shit. But like, come on.
Gee, maybe I'm a little more private about my goddamn personal life. Oh, watch! Wait, he's gonna try to he's gonna try to do this. He's gonna mock me for it.
He's probably gonna. I haven't seen this, but if I'm making fun of that statement, you say something along the lines of, "I think you have to have a personal life first in order for that to even be a factor."
Dave. No, you're not.
I'm not. That's odd.
Just nothing to report.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, I've been exposed tonight, for I am not merely an expert on Clockman lore. I am, in fact, Dave.
Come on, bro. At least be honest in the appraisal.
Okay. We've been doing this for 22 minutes. That's enough. I'm sure Jake will cover this maybe in its entirety on his stream. Maybe not. Either way, I want to see how many layers deep Jake can get this. This is the last time I'm going to cover, like, their back and forth on this, just because, like, that's their thing, not mine. But I'll probably cover Lord of Patriarchy in the future. Hello, kitty.
Stream, meet Lupine.
Hey, Loopy. The camera can't see her at all.
This is Lupine's first appearance on camera. She actually let me carry her in here. She is a beautiful, dilute calico kitty. And we love her so much.